Good day, everyone. This is Rich with Ticketsto.org, and in today's video, we're going to go over the AFC Championship game between the Kansas City Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium at 3 p.m. on Sunday, January 28th. I'm using SeatGeek as my platform, and what I'd like to do is look at the map, and according to the map, there are no tickets available. That's because I'm below the cheapest ticket, which is $750 at this time to get in this game. And what I want to do is I want to just increase this maximum to show me by, $25, $50 per clip, and we'll see what kind of seats open up and see if there's a special deal out there, because right now you're looking at probably around $1,000. That's including fees to get into this game with a decent seat. Not a great seat, but a decent seat. Now, $700 is going to be kind of low for this game, but it is a big game. We got Ravens, Kansas City. This is pretty solid. You got Taylor Swift. You got all that stuff happening. So let's get into it. I'm going to increase this we'll go 625, and one listing shows up at 616 up here. This is pretty much get in the game. I wouldn't spend that kind of money for a seat up here. You're pretty far away. Yeah, it'll be amongst the crowd, but that's a pretty high price ticket. I'm going to zoom in. Almost the last seat in the stadium. Not necessarily the best seat in the building. So let's go to 650, see if things open up. Nothing gets added. Let's go to 700. One seat gets added here. Not much better than this one, but it is centered, so you have a good view of the whole field without kind of turning your head. Yeah, it's still not great. Let's go to 725. See if anything gets added. Nothing gets added. We'll go to 750 for a maximum you want to spend. Okay, so we have more upper tier seats. Nothing is really good up here. You're talking really far away, and the views are not that great, and you're talking about, spending a lot of money for not a great view. So let's go to 800, and things should start populating. Okay, so 786 in here. This is probably your best deal right now. It's the last row in section 109 in the corner of the end zone. Could be a good seat because you are in the lower bowl. Could be a little bit warmer depending on the weather for the game. I'm not too sure what that's going to be like, but you are outside. You're 786 outside the upper tier. So once these tickets go, we'll see what happens. These are probably not going to last for a little bit. I don't expect these to last very long. Let's zoom back out. Let's go to 850. Okay, more tickets are starting to populate. Still in the upper tier or 300 level or 500 level, they're called at M&T. So you're still looking at not so great seats for the price. Let's go to 900. 900 brings you in a little bit. You got 893 here, which is not a bad seat. It's all these corners. I guess people don't like the corners, which is definitely, not the ideal seat. You want to be kind of in the 20s, 10 or 20 yard line. Obviously, anything in the middle, you're going to be paying big bucks. Let's keep adding on to our program here. Let's go to 950. This should bring in some new ones. Nope, just a couple maybe in the club level area, but mainly still in the upper 500 level. Nothing really happening here. Okay, let's go to 1,000. Okay, now we got a couple things. Not really, but 969 here, 958 here, 981 here. Probably your best option right now. If I had 981, pay a few bucks more than this one for an angled view of the end zone. I don't know. It's still not the best. Let's go to 1050. Okay, now we're getting some seats. So 1018, this is probably your best seat right now. So 1018. There's 3 tickets available, and you're looking at a pretty good seat there. You're on the 30-yard line, so $1,000 is probably where you're going to want to be at. These are, again, including fees, not outside fees. So if we take the fees off, it'll probably be a lot less. So let's go to 1,100. I bet you a lot more pop in. Yep, here we go. Now we're getting some more. So this isn't bad here. You're in the lower section, 1088. But I think I'd rather be a little bit higher in the section on the 30-yard line than anything else. Behind the end zone, so it's good if the action's on your end. We got 1049 here. We got 1036 here. This is a pretty good seat, too. Right behind Justin Tucker kicking into your, into your face, basically. Not a bad view there. So let's go one more, and then you can kind of get the idea where we're heading here. 11:15. You got to figure out $100 more to get lower, and all these things come down to how much do you want to pay. And then, there's a lot of seats still available for this game. But if I take this, if I clear the settings, you'll see how many get added. We'll clear it, and you'll see all these tickets get added. There's plenty here. On the views, you got all these different angles, 1,900, 1,500. Work yourself around, work yourself a section over, work yourself a row back, because, you can pay $16.74 and someone's asking $18.59 here. But then look, you can go to that 1018 right here. Yes, you're not going to be in this section, but you'll be in this section midway, and you'll still have a really good view. And big thing is, amongst all these, you'll save around $600, $700, $800 per ticket. So that's how you got to look at it. Okay. Yes, we all want the front 5 rows, whatever, but if you can save $500, $600, $700, $800, yeah, you might want to consider that. So there's some seats here. And of course, this jumps to $1,500 for almost 50-yard line from 1,000. So that's $500 difference for the same-ish kind of view. So always consider over left, over right, go back a few rows and whatnot. So that's my take on this game. It's expensive. There's no doubt. It's a big game. You'll be paying big bucks, but there's savings within the high price tags. I'm not saying you're going to find cheap tickets. And you can also wait till the last minute, possibly, if you want, to see if anyone kind of throws up their tickets like they can't go or not. And they just throw it up just to try to recoup their money, because some of these are season ticket holders are not paying nearly any of this cost. They're paying $250 or whatever, and they're charging a lot for their tickets, which is, a nice payday. So keep that in mind. Hope you're all well, and we'll be back with another video in the future.